Okay, so today this is the arrangement of our lesson. So we will be looking at how to understand keywords and storyline. And then next up, we will be categorizing the words and the phrases in the story which are given to us, as well as adding some of our words. Okay, and then the next stage, we will be making sense of the words and then attempt to write. Okay, and by the end of the lesson, I will be guiding you, okay, through a brief writing task, okay, independently and also guided, where you can write sentences and paragraph using a writing template that I will be explaining soon. Okay, all right, so this is the first part of a lesson, the introduction to understand keywords and storyline. So let's look at the question that we have today. Okay, so this is what I have come up with. Okay, the material that I have come up with. Okay, so imagine that you have been given these questions in the exam. Okay, so you look at the questions given to you. And the first thing that you need to do is you look at the picture, try to understand what happens in the picture. Okay, so here in this picture, we can see that there is something happening here. Okay, another thing is also happening here. All right, and then in this picture, it involves two people. One person, okay, very suspicious looking person, and what seems to be a schoolboy. All right, and then in the next picture, we have this new person coming in, okay, and then we see that a van is speeding away, and also another scene here, okay, three schoolgirl and two schoolboys, all right, and then finally we have another character, new character coming in, a police, and also the three pupils just now, right? Okay, what I mean by understanding keywords is, okay, now we have tried to understand what the story is about. So obviously something bad is happening here. Okay, how do we know for sure what exactly happens in the story? Is by looking at the words given to us. Okay, so here we have walking, stranger, pulled, shouted. Okay, so here in this one is verb, walking. Okay, later we have to find out who is the person doing this action, the walking. Okay, and then we have stranger here. Okay, so this one relates to the picture, right? So this person is the person that we do not know. So this person is the stranger. Okay, and then another action is acted out here, pull. Okay, and then we have shouted. Okay, and then in the next picture we have guard, another action, rushed, chased, and speeding. Okay, so later on when you draft your story, we have to find out who are all the person doing all these verbs or action just now. Okay, and the last one we have police, tank, bravery. Okay, all right, so far, are you with me in understanding the words and key and the storyline?
Yes.
Yes.
Teacher.
Yes.
Yes. If you want me to stop or repeat some things, you just unmute your mic and tell me, okay? All right. Okay, next up. Okay. These are the important thing that we have to look at or we have to think about when we want to write a story. Okay? They are called question words. Okay? We are talking about who, we look at where, when, and why, what, how, which, how many, how often. Okay, these ones, okay, the six question words here, the ones that I am, the one that I have circled, okay, who, where, when, why, what, how, those are the most often or the most frequent question words that you have to think about. When we want to write a story, we have to decide who is in the story, or who are the person or the people in the story, where the story happens, when it happens. Okay, so the most important question word is when, because this is where we decide what tense to write in. Okay, we cannot simply write the story in any tense we like. Okay, if you look back, okay, at the words given to us just now, all the verbs given, what tense are they? Anybody? What tense are they?
Past.
Past. Okay, what are some of the verbs?
Past,
Past
past,
tense.
Past.
past
Yeah,
tense,
we have
Past.
flew, we have shouted, we have rushed, right? All the verbs end in ed, isn't it? Okay, so that tells us that the story is in the what tense?
past tense.
Past tense. Okay, very good. Thank you for the response. All right. Okay, so this is very important. This is the most important thing that you have to look at. This one, when. Asking about time, occasion, or what moment. Okay, when it happened, if you get the verb wrong, then most of your marks will go down because you have gotten the tense wrong. Okay, all right. So next, okay. Now I want to practice with you question words. We are going to start drafting our story right now. Okay, don't mind my handwriting. All right, so question word. We look at the picture. Who is in the picture? In the first picture, who are the people there? Anybody?
A man.
A man, okay.
And Steve. And a Steve.
What does Steve, okay, shall we give a name to them? But we don't know the man, right? The man is a stranger, okay? So let us describe what does the man look like? What is he wearing on his face?
A mask.
Okay,
A mask.
so
A mask.
we can call this person a masked man, isn't it? Because he's wearing a mask. A masked man. All right. And then we also have, who is there? Who is the person struggling in the picture?
A school
A man.
A pupil.
Boy.
School boy.
A pupil.
Okay.
A boy.
School boy. Shall we give this person a name? This schoolboy a name?
Ahmad.
Ahmad. Okay, I heard two Ahmad. All right. So we have Ahmad. Okay, schoolboy Ahmad. Okay, any more characters we can name there?
No.
What about the man in the van? Who is he?
He's a driver.
He's the driver, right? So he is the partner, maybe, right? Partner in crime. No. Right? Partner in crime. They are wearing the same mask. We're waiting for waiting for his partner to kidnap Ahmad. All right. So this is the first question word that we use. Who, right? Okay. So what do you think is happening in this situation? What is happening?
The thief wants to kidnap Ahmad.
Okay. So maybe it's a kidnapping attempt, right? Okay.
Yes.
Somebody try to kidnap. So kidnapping attempt. Attempt means you try to do something, right? Okay. Kidnapping attempt. Okay, where is this place? Where do you think this is? Look at the surroundings.
Middle of the road.
Okay, so
Outside.
nearby the school, right?
nearby the school
Yeah, the
gate.
school gate. It's near the school.
Nearby the school gate.
Okay. School gate
Nearby the
or nearby the school, whichever description you want to put. Okay. So it's school gate or nearby the school. Okay. Anything else we can say about the first picture? Or can we move on already?
Move on.
Move on. Huh? All right.
Move on.
Okay. What about the two
Move on.
students at the back?
They are running.
They are running away or running towards?
Running towards because
Running
Running
towards
towards
running
a
towards
van.
Running
something.
towards
to help
Two people.
Ahmad.
Yes,
Running
two
towards.
people. Okay. They saw the incident, right?
Yes.
Two people saw the
Yes.
incident. Okay, see, this is how you draft your story so that when you write in the beginning, you write about Ahmad, then in the ending, it might be somebody else. Okay, because that happens. All right. Okay, in the second picture, who is involved in the second picture?
Police
guard.
officer.
Police.
The new
Police
new
The
person there, right?
policeman.
Two security
Police.
guard.
Police.
Is
Police.
it the police? You look at the uniform.
No,
Secret
No,
guard
it's
of
a
guard.
guard.
Okay,
Guard.
guard.
right? A school guard.
A school
Okay. Okay, let's name this school guard. Let's say Pak Abu. Okay. All right, Pak Abu, the school guard. Okay, and then what happened there? What happened
Saw
to
the
Ahmad now? Why is he
saw
lying
the
on the ground?
incident and chased
Trying
the
to
man
help
away.
the thief. You
Okay,
know.
I heard. Is that Narvik? You said
Yeah.
something, Narvik? What's your explanation?
The pupils tried to help Ahmad,
Okay.
and the guard saw it, and the guard tried to chase the van drivers as well as the
Ah,
away.
okay. So the guard chased, right? The guard is the one chasing the van, isn't it? Chase
Yes.
the van. All right. And then, shall we give a name to these two pupils who are helping Ahmad? Right? Let's say I name them Lisa and Farid.
Ivan.
Lisa and okay, let's say Lisa and Farid. Okay, so Lisa and Farid is doing what? Help Ahmad up. Okay, because now he's lying on the ground. Maybe he's traumatized. Help Ahmad up. Okay, so when you look at the sequence of the story, okay, from the second to the third, you look at the third picture now, there is a policeman involved suddenly, right? How did he end up here? There must be something
The
happening.
guard called the police.
Someone called.
Yes, okay. So someone called, someone called the police. That is why in the picture,
School guard.
that is why in the third picture, a police is suddenly there. So why is he there? So now we are on the third picture. Police, what is he doing there? Doing what?
He thanked the
Trying to advise
pupils.
the children.
Is he there to thank the pupil only?
No, he's trying to advise.
Giving
Advice.
Giving advice.
When you call the
Ask-
police, what do
asking
you
the
do?
pupils about what they saw.
Say thank you and the police will give advice.
Okay, one person at a time. Okay, when you call the police, what do you want to make? You make a what? Report. Okay. So
Report.
police is there to take up the complaint or report, right?
Yes.
Okay, that's why they called him. They did not call the police to thank them only, right? Okay, but then the police also thank who? Thank the three pupils, right?
Three.
Lisa, Farid, and
Ahmad.
our hero just now. Okay, Ahmad. Thank Lisa, Farid, and Ahmad for their bravery.
Bravery.
Okay, so this is basically the draft of our story. Okay, that is what happened. Like just now, some of you are confused in the second and third picture. In the second picture, you said that that is the police. But in reality, the uniform, even the uniform is different, isn't it? Different color. So you have to be careful. Okay? There isn't usually a policeman nearby the school. They are only there when they are called or something happened. Okay, so you have to think clearly. You have to look at the pictures clearly. All right? And we will write only what is in the pictures given. Okay, we cannot add, we cannot say that there's somebody else come and beat up the kidnappers and then they were caught. No. Okay, because in the story, The kidnappers actually managed to escape. Okay, so that is what our story should be like. All right. Okay, next, categorizing the words and phrases. So just now, while we are walking through the uh, pictures together, so have you figured out which tense are we writing in?
Yes.
Okay, what tense?
Past tense.
Past
Tense.
tense.
How do we know that?
Past
How do we
tense.
know?
The words, the keywords.
The word
Right? The
ED.
keywords just now, the ed, the verbs, isn't it? Okay.
Yes,
yes.
happened.
And
Already happened.
yes, it already happened because we know that it already happened because of the verbs, right? Verbs. Okay, the action,
Yes.
they are all in ed. Okay, so that tells us that it happened in the past tense. All right, so let's move on. Okay, categorizing words and phrases in the story. Okay, what do I mean by categorizing words? We have to know, or we have to decide clearly who is the person doing all the action. Okay, so let's say walking. Who is walking? We have already given our characters the name, right? So who is
Ahmad.
okay?
Ahmad.
So this one is
Lisa and
okay. You can
Farid.
also include Lisa and Farid, but then here we are focusing on the main character, which is Ahmad. Okay, so Ahmad walking. So who is pull? Who is doing the pulling here?
The thief.
The thief. The
Is it he?
stranger.
Stranger.
The stranger.
The stranger.
The
It's not the
stranger.
isn't it?
The
masked
man.
Yes, the masked man.
The
Very good.
masked man.
Very good. The masked man. Okay, so we have to decide already who is doing what. I don't want you to say that Ahmad is the one pulling the kidnapper. That's not logical, isn't it? Okay, so
Yes.
who shouted here?
Ahmad.
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 Ahmad shouted for help.
Ahmad, very good. Ahmad shouted. Okay, now these are all the verbs given to us. Is there any verb that we can add to make our story more interesting? For this picture, what are some of the verbs or one or two verbs that we can add? Look at Ahmad. How is he acting? He's shouting. Okay, just imagine yourself. If you are pulled by someone, what do you do? And that person is trying to kidnap you. What do you do?
Trying to
I
escape.
shout.
Okay, you shout. Okay, shouted is good, right? You look at him. You look at Ahmad. You look at Ahmad. Why is he like seemingly halfway on the ground? Why? What is he doing? What? How?
He got pulled by the masked man.
So he's trying to escape. Okay. You
Escape
can-
out of the masked man's reach.
Very good. So that the word for that is
Struggle.
struggle. Struggle, meaning that you're trying to let go of someone's hold on your body. Okay, because this masked man is trying to pull him away. Okay, and he doesn't want to go with them, so he struggled. Okay, he struggled so that he can escape. All right, moving on to the next one. Okay, so here, rush. Who is doing the action of rushing?
Guard.
The
Security
school
guard.
guard.
Security guard.
The school guard.
Yes,
School guard.
security guard. Very good. The guard. Okay, we gave a name already to the guard, right? Pak Abu, isn't it? Okay, chase. Who chased who?
Pak Abu
The
chased.
Pak Abu chased the van.
masked man and the
Okay.
The masked man.
Pak Abu chased the
Chased the masked man.
man. Okay, so this is the person doing the guard rush, the guard chase. Speeding? Who is speeding? Who was?
the masked man.
The masked man driver.
Okay, the masked man and the driver, or we can call them the kidnappers, right? They are
Yes.
trying to kidnap Ahmad. Okay, the kidnappers. This doesn't only happen in stories, it has happened in real life. So this is actually one of the topic in textbook, safety, right? Safety and precaution. Okay, so you must, that's why all the topics that we have done throughout, whether we are in class at school, so they are closely related to our real life. Okay, so there are some lessons that we need to take the value from. Okay, next, last one. Okay, so who thank who?
Pak
The
Abu
policeman
thank
tank.
Pak
the
Abu? Is there Pak Abu in this
The
story?
policeman. The
I don't
policeman
know.
tank.
Ah, the
Policeman.
The guard.
The
policeman.
policeman
Thank
Man,
who?
thank the
Who is he thanking?
school
The
school people
pupils.
The guard.
pupil.
The security guard.
and Farid.
Upsr.
All right.
Children.
Although the guard is not in the picture right now, we can still include him, isn't it? Because he was in the picture before. So the policeman thank the
Ah,
guard and thank the three
pup
pupils. For what?
Bravery.
bravery.
For their bravery.
Bravery.
Because Ahmad was not afraid to struggle, was not afraid to shout. Why do you think he shouted? For what?
For
For
help.
help.
For
For
help.
help.
To
Draw
alert those
attention.
around him.
To
To
attract
alert
what?
those around
To
Yes.
him.
attract
So
the
that
people around him.
yes, so that the people around him will know what is happening to him at the moment, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay, very good. So do you understand the story so far?
Yes.
Yes, you know where we're going.
Yes.
You know the direction of this story?
Yes.
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 Okay, very good. All right, next up, making sense of the words. And now we are attempting to write. Okay, so all these exercises that we do just now, you can do the same when you are doing your exam. It's very important, okay? Because usually when I mark my students' paper, then I notice that you are a bit confused about the person doing the action. Okay, who is the person rushing, who is the person chasing, okay, and who is being chased. All that we have to outline like this so that you will understand your story and you will know what to write. Okay, so making sense. Okay, this is sentence writing template that I have always used. Okay, and those who has been taught by me previously, or those who are taught by me right now, okay, that you will know that I usually use this sentence writing template. Okay, in writing a sentence, this is what we do. Okay, what is the use of the word time here? What is the use for the word time here? Anybody knows?
For example, last week.
Okay, one person,
When
one
When it
person
something
that
happened.
When it happened,
When something happened.
last morning or something.
okay, I heard. Okay, when something happened, the next more. Apa you said like last night, last weekend. Okay, so let's take example from the story that we are discussing right now. So what do you think is the most appropriate time to put? It's in the past tense, but it's also a school day, isn't it? Because Ahmad, Lisa, and Farid, they are on their way.
Last Friday.
Last
last
Monday.
Thursday.
Last
So
Friday.
we have to
Last
choose.
Fine
Monday.
afternoon. A
Friday.
fine
Last
afternoon.
Friday.
Last
Fine
Friday.
afternoon.
All right, all right. So like this, we have to choose a school day. We cannot choose weekend, isn't it? So let's
Last
okay,
Friday.
Last
let's
Monday.
say last Friday lah.
Monday.
Okay. Later on, when you write
Eh,
your own story, you can put whichever time you like, as long as it is school day. Okay. So last Friday, that is the time. When you say last Friday, in your head, you must know already that, okay, I'm writing in past tense. Okay. Okay. And then here you see transition signal or adverb. Okay. This one, sometimes in your sentence, you will have to use a transition signal. Sometimes you don't have to use a transition signal. Okay, like this one, last Friday, we don't need a transition signal or adverb yet. Okay, we go straight to the subject. So just now, in the first picture, we have Ahmad, right? Okay, so Ahmad,
yes.
what was he doing? That is verb?
Was walking.
Okay. So Ahmad is one person, right? So we need to use was. Was
Was.
what? What's he doing?
Walking.
Walking. Walking.
Walking.
Okay.
Was.
Here you see this word here, complement. These are the part where you use the question words. Okay.
Yeah.
So Ahmad was walking. Where was he walking to?
To go back
His
home.
house.
Was
To
walk,
back home.
Back home to
was
school.
walking home.
Back home.
No need to say was walking back home. Ahmad was walking home. That's it.
Home.
Home.
Okay. So you see,
Oh.
we have the time here, last Friday, and we have the subject here, which is
Last Friday.
Ahmad
Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Okay. And then the verb, the action here, what is he
was
doing?
walking.
He
Was
was
walking.
walking.
Was walking.
And the complement here are all the question words just
Home.
now. Who, what, where, when, how, why. So here, home, this is actually what question?
Where?
Where. Very
Where?
good. Where? Where is he heading to? So that is the use of
Home.
this writing template. When you use this writing template, you will be able to see clearly what your sentence is like. It's easier for you to check whether your sentence is correct or not. Okay, so you have to do the separation here: subject, verb, complement. So the subject will be Ahmad, the verb, only the verb will be here, was walking, and then the complement will be the question words here. All right, so we will go. So far, do you understand how to use the writing template?
Yes.
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 Okay, all right. So now what we are doing is we are going to write picture by picture.
Last Monday, Ahmad was walking home from school.
Last
Monday,
Monday. Okay, last Monday.
Ahmad was walking home from school.
Okay, Ahmad was walking home.
From school.
Was walking home from school. Okay. All right. So that. All right. Next. Who wants to try the next sentence?
Teacher will try.
Yes, please. Very good.
Uh, Suddenly, a stranger
Okay. Where do I put the suddenly? Where do I put the suddenly?
transition signal.
Okay, transition signal. Suddenly,
A
you put the comma,
stranger,
okay? Suddenly,
a stranger,
okay, where do I put the stranger?
subject,
The subject, very good. Suddenly, a stranger. Then, what happened?
pulled Adrian from behind.
Who?
Adrian from behind.
Okay, pulled Adrian from behind. Okay, good. Okay, next, who wants to try?
Can I
Teacher
try?
me.
Yes, please.
Teacher me.
Child, try.
Okay, one by one.
Child, try.
Okay. Okay, read out your sentence, please, and I'll write it here for you.
Lisa and Farid.
Lisa and Farid. Okay, where do I put that?
Then
Where
Lisa
do I
and
put Lisa
Farid
and Farid? I want to test you. Where do I put Lisa and Farid? Where are they supposed to be in the template?
at the
Subject.
subject.
Okay, good. So
Yes.
Lisa and Farid.
Teacher, then
Yes.
teacher in the front also. But then we must put it at
Oh,
the
okay.
transition.
Transition signal. Then. Okay. Then Lisa and Farid. Okay, what did they do?
Saw the masked
Sorry.
man and shouted at him.
Sorry? Then Lisa and Farid.
saw the masked man and
Okay.
shouted at him.
Saw the masked
Masked
man.
man.
Okay. And shouted at him is all the complement. Okay. You don't have to go back to the verb anymore. Okay. Because our main verb is saw. So here you will continue in the complement. Then Lisa and Farid saw
Okay.
the masked man and shouted.
At him.
Okay. Okay, saw the masked man and shouted at him. This is our complement, okay? Because our main verb here is saw. All right. Okay, next. What happened? Anybody wants to continue the story here? After Lisa and Farid saw and shouted at the masked man, what happened then? What else do you want to put there? Anybody? No?
Teacher, Abi here.
Okay, try.
Um, Ahmad struggles to escape from the masked man.
Very good. Ahmad. Okay. What is your verb?
Struggles
Struggle. Very good. Struggle to do what?
to
To
escape from the masked man.
escape from
The
the
masked
mask. You can read my handwriting, right?
yes.
Okay. All right. Ahmad struggled to escape from the masked man. Okay. All of you, do you think that these sentences are enough for this first picture?
Yes.
Yes. Because
Yes,
when
teacher.
yes, because we have to remember
Yes.
we are writing this in 80 to 100 words. Okay, we cannot go more than that, cannot do more than that. All right, so we have to choose our sentences carefully. Choose what to write. If the information is not that important, we do not have to write it. Okay, we want to save the word count as well as making sense of the story. So we can end it at Ahmad struggled to escape from the masked man. Okay, so now the second picture. Okay, try the second picture now. 5 minutes.
Teacher, can I?
Okay,
Me.
okay, whoever me is can. Okay, boleh. All right. First sentence.
The God
Okay. So where is the guard? Where do I put the guard?
subject
The subject. Okay. The
Rust
guard rushed. It's a verb, right? The
yes
guard rushed.
and chased the speeding van.
Okay. Boleh. And changed. Okay, sorry. Rushed and chased. You put it here, not here. Sorry. My bad. Rushed
Teacher.
and chased. Okay. Those are the two combined verbs. He did this at the same time, right? The guard rushed and chased the
Oh,
speeding.
speeding van.
The speeding.
Teacher.
Yes.
I put
Mm,
the guard rush to the scene. Can I?
can.
Oh.
Of course, there are many versions of the sentences that you can write. One version is okay, the guard rushed and chased the speeding van.
Man.
Okay, and your version is the guard rushed to the
Scene.
scene. Okay, I put here. The guard rushed to the scene. See, there can be many ways to write a sentence. Not only one way, there are many ways. Okay,
I also wrote that.
you also wrote this. The guard rushed to the scene. Okay, all right. Then after that, what happened? Don't tell me.
Teacher, can I try?
Yes, okay.
Teacher, I want to continue from Mukesh's sentence. The guard rushed to the scene.
Okay. All right
Okay.
then. Mm.
Immediately.
Okay, where do I put immediately?
Transition signal.
Very good. Immediately. Okay.
The masked man
Okay. The masked man. Okay.
dropped
Dropped.
Ahmad
Okay.
and got into the van.
Okay. Dropped Ahmad and got into
The
the
van.
room. Good. Very good. Okay. Dropped Ahmad and got into the van. Okay. Because the guard rushed to the scene. Okay. This is considering that you begin from here. Okay. All right. Next. How do we continue this? The masked man dropped Ahmad and got into the van. Anybody else? Just now I heard a lot of voices saying me, me. Now semua dah hilang. Where are you? Who wants to try? What happened? Look at the picture. The masked man dropped Ahmad and got into the van. You look at Ahmad. Look at Lisa and Farid. What are they trying to do? What are they doing there?
Help Ahmad.
Hmm?
They helping Ahmad.
Okay. So
Ahmad
who? Lisa and
Lisa and Farid.
okay. What is the full sentence? Lisa and Farid.
Lisa and Farid.
Hmm.
Uh, uh, um, I
Who
don't know.
do what?
Teacher,
Doing
can
what?
I continue the sentence?
Yes,
You continue.
please. Who wants to continue?
Lisa and Farid helped Ahmad
Help
up.
Ahmad.
Ahmad up. Yeah.
Okay. You think about how Ahmad must be feeling at that moment. What do you think he's feeling?
Dizzy.
What how do you feel if you are about to be kidnapped? Somebody
Scared.
Angry.
right?
He
You can
feel very scared.
very scared and surely will cry, right? Okay, so what you can
And shouting
add to
mommy,
that story
mommy.
is you can also say Lisa and Farid. This is a word, another word to use. Console.
Huh?
Console.
Ahmad.
Console means you are trying to make calm, somebody calm down. Pujo. Lisa and Farid console a scared Ahmad. Lisa and Farid memujuk Ahmad yang ketakutan. If you are writing in bahasa Melayu, that is what it would sounded like. Lisa and Farid console a scared Ahmad.
Ahmad.
Okay. So before we continue to the third story, the guard did something, right? Or somebody did something. What is that? The last thing.
The guard
I
called.
know.
The guard dialed 911 or the
Yeah,
guard
the
called the
guard called the
police.
police.
The guard called police.
The
Okay.
The
guard
guard
dial
dialed
999.
911.
Okay. The guard
911 America lah.
Hey,
call
what 911?
what? Call the
The police.
Okay. So can we end here for picture number 2?
Yes.
Get
Okay.
Yes.
So now we will go to the final picture. Okay. I'll give you 4 minutes. 4 minutes to write your ending. You have to think about when the police arrive at the scene, what the pupils do. Okay? Don't just say the police thank the pupils for their bravery. That is not a good ending because you are ending it abruptly. Okay? So you have to think when the police was there, what did the pupils do? Then only the police thank them for their bravery. Okay? Don't end your story suddenly. That's why we need the transition signal. To show
Teacher,
the sequence.
how to spell scene?
How to spell?
Scene.
How
Scene. SCENE. The scene. Arrived at the scene. Right? That's how you spell scene.
Teacher,
Yes.
may I use after a while?
After a while. Okay.
Okay.
Can.
Teacher, at this sentence, this picture,
Hmm.
I can use later on.
Later on. Later on means that something
What
is
can
going to be done at another
He
time.
wants to use later on. He
I
wants
want-
to use later on, so he can basically continue everything. So it will be a flashback. It will be like a flashback. A flashback of something happened in the past.
I will next for the next Google Meet session. I will find a story in which you can use the transition signal later, on. Okay, but for
Ouch.
now, for today, cannot use yet.
Today's highlight later on.
Yeah, later on. So excited to use later on.
Teacher,
Yes.
is in the nick of time a transition signal?
In the nick of time. Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
What she said, a nick of time.
Teacher, I'm done.
Yes.
What is the meaning of the nick of time?
In the
Teacher,
nick of time. In the nick of time means after not very long. Okay,
teacher,
maksudnya dengan cepatnya. In the nick of time. Yes, yes,
teacher.
yes.
Marisa says why everybody is copying me.
Copying. Oh, okay. Copying the in the nick of time.
I'm sitting next to her. So.
Okay. Okay. Are you ready?
Yes.
Yes. All right. The conclusion to today's story. Where do we go? What do we do for the ending?
Teacher, can I try again?
Boleh. Who wants to try? Boleh.
Teacher, can I try again?
Yes, sure. Okay. What is your sentence?
The pupil told the police officer.
Tell. Is that the right word?
Told.
Told. The pupil or pupils?
The pupil
Pupils.
told the police officer about the scene that happened.
Okay. Told the police about what?
About the scene that happened just now.
Okay. About what happened. Okay. Okay. About what happened. Okay, like this. I change your sentence a little bit. Told the police about what happened at the scene. Okay, that is how you use it. Okay, boleh. All right, next.
Can I try, teacher?
Who wants to try? Sure thing.
The police
Okay. The police.
thanked
Okay, now we are thanking already, huh?
yeah,
Okay. The police
thanked them for their bravery.
thank who?
Me, teacher.
Teacher,
Yes?
Lisa, Farid, and Ahmad for their bravery.
Okay. Thank Lisa, Farid, and Ahmad for their bravery.
Me, teacher.
Okay.
can I tell my second sentence?
Okay. Shairil, you want to try, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay, let Shairil try first, okay?
The police managed to catch the kidnappers, and the police thanked the kid for their bravery.
Okay, that is a very long sentence, right? Okay. So that's a sentence should have a transition signal, right? Do you think?
Yes.
Okay, think about it. Because at first, in the second picture, the kidnappers managed to escape, right? Am I right?
Yes.
Yes, okay. And then now in the ending, Shairil, when you want to say that the police managed to catch them, so you can say, you can use a transition signal. Fortunately, the police, now we can add your sentence. The police managed to
To
catch the
the
Kidnappers.
kidnappers. Okay. Are we done? Do you
Yeah,
think?
we done.
Yes.
Yes, you're done.
Yes. Fortunately, the police managed to catch the kidnappers. Okay. So let's review the whole story. Okay. So last Monday, Ahmad was walking home from school. Okay, that is a correct sentence. Suddenly, a stranger pulled Adrian from behind. Okay, here it's Adrian.
Huh?
Tak apa. We can change the name. It's up to you what name you want to use. As long as you use the same name throughout the story. Okay? You cannot use, sometimes you use Ahmad, sometimes you use Adrian. Okay? Okay.
My name. Wow.
Then Lisa and Farid saw the masked man and shouted at him. Okay, Ahmad struggled to escape from the masked man. Okay, and then the guard rushed and chased the speeding van. That is one version. Another version, the guard rushed to the scene. Okay, immediately the masked man dropped Ahmad and got into the van. You see how the transition signal makes your story sounds better. Okay, immediately the masked man dropped Ahmad and got into the van. Lisa and Farid helped Ahmad out. Lisa and Farid consoled a scared Ahmad. The guard called the police. And last, the police told the pupils told
Yeah,
the
the
police
pupils.
about what happened at the scene. Okay, the police thanked Lisa, Farid, and Ahmad for their bravery. Fortunately, the police managed to catch the kidnappers.
Kidnappers.
Okay.
The end.
The end. So if you do that, in your exam, it will be like this. If you manage to draft, you understand your keywords, you understand who the characters are, you understand who is doing what, you will be able to write with no problem. Okay, and you can use this template for section C, for section B, it's the same. You can also use this to write any kind of sentences. Okay, is everyone had a good session? Did everyone have a good session?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, very
Yes.
good. Learn
See you.
something new today. Yes.
Yeah, I have a
Yes.
question.
Yes. Okay. Let me just stop sharing this first.